Alright, next video. I got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire from 2024. Yeah, I've already done my review on this. If you want to see that one, go check it out. Here's my final review on this thing. So here's my thoughts. I stand by my original review on this. Let's see if I find anything else on a rewatch. Spoiler, I did. Robert Frost's opening poem, Fire and Ice, is still the best strong start for this. I love that. That hooked me in so good. Some say the world will end in fire, some say ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Such a good fucking poem. I was super excited for this in D-Box and don't really regret it. No, I saw it in D-Box. It was amazing. The opening 4 minutes are still great because it builds intrigue into the past 80 years before the boys moved in. It's crazy. And yet, the way that starts, you'd think they would stay in the past and do more. Oh. And I do want to mention that with Melody, I still want my Evo Shandor film too. Yeah, I do. I want that. J.K. Simmons was wasted. But no, you could tie him into Melody. You know, if he was doing shit and burning evidence and shit, she got caught in the fire. Just saying. Walter Peck becoming mayor was a smart move. I think he becomes that in the comics. I'm not sure. I gotta catch up on them sometime. I don't know how many arcs there are to read because I've read all the crossovers. I do remember people getting worried about GB2 not being mentioned. Okay, whatever. They're all connected. Shit. Speaking on that, Frozen Empire really did become this generation's GB2. Sad. And a downgrade from that. The family dynamic being explored is nice too, though does drag on. It's also nice seeing where everyone is at after Gozer's capture too. Nadim was an absolute fucking waste. I hate him. Oh, I hate him. Such a goddamn waste. Too much goddamn humor in this. Melody's the most unique ghost in the whole series. Easily. Still amazed the original blueprint for the containment unit survived all these decades. That's some cool shit. Penfield is massively underrated. Winston's right about the firehouse being the dam between our world and the ghost world. Them not knowing what's on the other side is interesting, given that's been explored in both animated series and Answer the Call, with side effects included. Right? Yeah, it's interesting because I want to see a movie on Ghost World. Like, you've only seen Ghost World explored very shortly, not much into that. More on that later. Winston's Paranormal Research Center working on future plans inside the old aquarium is smart. Yeah. And actually, that aquarium, they filmed that in New York and Baltimore. So that was pretty cool. Plus, that aquarium dome building is from the video game where they fought a giant slore. I recognize that. I remember saying that too. Winston's PRC would be good for exploring more, but I don't know if they will or not. More on that later. Oh, it's 2 years after Gozer. Actually, it's 3 years after. I didn't even realize that. They mention it, and I'm like, it went over my fucking head. I do feel for Phoebe being left out simply because she's young. Going back to that later. I do like the ghosts being studied, but I know they're going to be wasted. Phosphor was cool, though. Pukey, whatever. Phoebe and Melody do make an interesting couple and great relationship dynamic. Like, it could have been explored more and would have made more sense from a relationship dynamic standpoint. I explored that in my Star Wars fanfic before this was a thought. Yeah. Slimer and Trevor could have been cut short. Oh, yeah. Seeing the containment unit unveiled by Garaka's earthquake is neat. Because it's cool seeing that behind the wall. Like, that's really cool to see. Patton Oswalt still fits in this so good. I can't explain it. He just does. He just has that aesthetic. And I wish I knew what it was, but he fits so damn well. Like, everybody knows Patton Oswalt as a comedian or for his acting roles, but like this is really good. He just he's one of those that just I can't really think. He's like Dennis, yeah, Dennis Haybert, Brian Van Holt, um, Ray Liotta. Who's the other one? Someone else. Keith David, David Keith. Um, who else? Um, I want to say Lane Smith. I think that's right. And all the other, supporting role folks. They pop up in every film. You see them, their faces, they're that iconic. Casper Van Dien. And you know who they are, and you see them in the film, like, this is going to be good because they're in it. That feeling, yeah. But with Patton, it's like he just fits in so well. It's odd. Garaka's origin is still damn good, albeit he's a wasted motherfucker. The Fire Masters are worth exploring, just not the way Nadim was portrayed. Possessor Ghost is second best to Garaka. Like, that's your tag team right there. Motherfucker is freezing shit. This asshole can possess anything. As long as it's within distance. Like, if it's within, I guess, a few inches of whatever he can possess, he can get to it. Because I recognized that when he was in his room. Because everything is, in a circle, which is really cool. And the behind the scenes on the ghosts really explores that more, and I like that. But yeah, his distance on traveling is interesting. I feel like Dan Aykroyd would be better if he directed and wrote the next film, for sure. Easily, hands down. Or J. Michael Straczynski, somebody like Christ. Plus, cutting back on jokes would have made this better. Like, it's just too much fucking humor in this. Like, it's missing the actual horror. Fuck. Oh my god. The questions on what the afterlife is like is also relevant. Like, that's deep shit. I'm surprised Ghostbusters and The Matrix haven't crossed over. Both share the same ideologies for the most part. I mean, to see that connection would be fun. You have The Matrix, which asks, are you living in a program or are you awake? Whereas this is the antithesis to it. What is death? What happens when you die? It'd be it'd be a very deep thought crossover for sure. But I don't know if it would ever fucking work. It could. On paper, it could. I don't know if it could translate into a comic or a film. Ghost Phoebe is still an underrated highlight of this film and really pushes boundaries. Because I like that. I like seeing the fact that, in Extreme Ghostbusters, you had Kylie possessed. You've had Ray possessed and transformed. Now you have Ghost Phoebe. Like, do more. And it would have been nice. That's right. I did say it would have been nice to see what she saw, how she saw the world through ghost eyes. Like, that would have been cool to see. But oh well. Plus, there's glowing black. The glowing blue eyes are immaculate. I love them. 80 minutes in. This is such a short film. 80 minutes in and Garaka is released. That's sad. That's shit build up, man. The raining and rising ice shards should have killed more people. GB should be R by now, without swearing. You can do an R-rated film without swearing, nudity, and sex. It's possible to do this shit. For reference, look at T2. Because T2 didn't have very much swearing in it. No, not really. And the only nudity was Arnold's ass. Shit. And it's still good seeing Janine suit up. Fantastic callback to the animated series. Love that. I do like the Arctic coats they have too. I want one because they look roomy as fuck. I do like that Garak is from another dimension since the streams didn't work on him. That's good. The ghosts in this look better too. Like there's more to them and shit. But there should be a lot more definition on them. Still not happy with how Garak was easily beaten. Oh, God. Still a solid 5 out of 10. Yeah, way down from what I had before. Because, oof. Possess Ecto 1 was good, and I want to see what that looked like completely possessed. That was so cool. I mean, it happened in the animated series, but I forget which one it was they did that to. Lucky, Trevor, and Podcast were underutilized. Horribly. The BTS for the PRC is really good. I love that. Trevor finding the old Time magazine issue in the attic was meh. Gary and Venkman's combo by the unit was funny. That I actually liked. Ghost Chopper combo actually gave more context to Nadim, so that's useful. And you also get Patton again, so that was great. The news report was... Trevor asking Lucky where he stood in the family dynamics was good and actually provided insight into his life, but also their relationship. So that was good too. Pinfield's slime bath was just dumb. I mean, imagine filming this shit and then your shit just gets cut out because they don't need it. It's so pathetic. And I wonder what the holdup is with the art book too. It's been a fucking year. It's been a year. It should have been out by now. I mean, I even looked on Google while I was doing this review to see if there was any news on that, and the only thing that's popped up is concept art from the chick who played Melody. I'm like, come on, man. Give me the damn art book already. I want to cover it. Afterlife was good, but I don't need it. And that's on the channel. Plus, all the other Ghostbusters books I've covered. Tobin Spirit Guide, the cookbooks, the art book. Just a whole bunch of shit I've covered for Ghostbusters. Good grief. What else we got? There's a lot here. I wrote so much down. Deleted scenes are honestly a waste, save for review. Very disappointed there wasn't anything to the story. Because when I looked at the back and it said deleted scenes, I went, oh, maybe there's something more. I like the ghost featurette, especially with how they created Melody's flames with brandy and hand sanitizer. See, I like my practical shit. When it's practical, that's cool as fuck. And it's cool how someone found a piece of the original foam from Slimer to make his new mold for this. That is impressive. Because, I mean, I've seen pictures of old props from TMNT that are, finally corroding after 30 plus years. That's still amazing. It's still intact that long. And there's just different things that pop up in my feed, and I'm like, this is cool as hell. The coolest thing I've seen pop up on Facebook was Swoosh from Nike. Yeah, that motherfucker. I was like, wow, that's cool as hell. Where's the suit now? At least this had a lot of practical effects put into this, especially utilizing the original unarchived, the 65 millimeter footage of the library goes for this. That's impressive shit. Unarchiving that, like, damn. It's like I want them to show off more stuff, but it's like they don't want to. And you get to see snippets of concept art throughout the featurettes, but no concept art reel or gallery, nothing. It's like, dude, make the art book already. Put the shit out. Let's go. Damn. But I like my practical effects. Even her rod puppet looks fantastic. That's the thing that makes Ghostbusters unique is that it's more practical based versus reliance on CGI. Come fest. Yeah. Even Pukey was mostly practical too, because they used uh, slime hose. It's cool as shit. Um, Between this and Afterlife, this adds more, but the drag on humor hurts it. Afterlife was better in that respect because it didn't drag on with the shit. But then again, that's just a copy paste of the original film. Yeah. Done my review on that shit. Uh, Not happy about the characters getting sidelined in their own film. That's sad. That's really sad. They're brand fucking new, and they get sidelined. No evolution, just here we are. Even Phoebe, Jesus Christ, like, how you gonna fuck the girl over like that? Do I still feel that having the original Ghostbusters hurt the story? When you factor in Harold's dead and been given 2 tributes, and everyone's getting older, yeah, it does. Because they aren't as lively as they used to be. Albeit fucking Ernie Hudson is jacked for 78. Holy fuck. But he's not, he might be jacked and shit for 78, but I bet his bones probably feel a little more older than that, Because if you're still in shape when you get older, that's wonderful. But, you can't do as many physical roles like you used to. Look at Harrison Ford and be like, oh, he can do shit in Indiana Jones, yay. The motherfucker's 83, them bones are probably older than that. Fuck. That's the problem. Like, that's why you see so many of them retiring early. Because they're thinking about their well-being and their health. No. It's good for nostalgia, but going back to that does more harm than good. For reference, see my Star Wars Thoughts playlist. Yeah. Oh my. I can go into that so easily, but it's like, nah. Go watch that playlist. All the invids will explain what you need to know. I promise. I promise you. It's nice seeing Winston do more than just be the token black guy. It's the truth. He does more than be the black guy. Story wise, you need them, but realistically, no. You can do it without them. It's not that hard. Still want my Evo Shandor film? That ain't gonna happen. I mean, God, JK was so wasted. It hurts so much. I mean, think about this. You're a Ghostbusters fan. You loved it since the first film. You enjoy the iterations, the animated series, the films, and you've read the comics, and you finally get to see Evo Shandor showcased in a film, and he gets ripped in half by Gozer. No backstory on why he's sleeping in a glass box. No, nothing. He just gets ripped in half. How you gonna feel about that? You gonna be pissed. He's like, yeah, Evo! Oh, no! Yeah. This film, man. It's one of them films. It's more a thing of making the universe smaller when it's bigger than just 4 core members. along with Janine, Peck, and Slimer, so that's 7. And to be honest, Slimer didn't need to be in this. That's just dumb. Um, in that small universe shit that applies to that applies to Star Wars so bad, it's not even funny anymore. And Disney will never recognize that or admit it. And I've had many conversations, many debates on that shit. You can look at any comment section, any thread on any social media platform, and I guarantee you 5 to 10 people will have said the same thing. It makes the universe smaller and shows they don't have any creativity whatsoever. Uh, Degrading Garaka to a late film appearance after all that build-up just to have him beaten so quickly is sad. It's goddamn sad. All that hype and he doesn't do anything? Like, damn, dude. It's like they think fans want the kid gloves treatment, but they don't. And I actually looked up some stuff on this. People were cool with the nostalgia, but they were mad that Garaka was so easily beaten. Oh my. Nadim is still stereotype. And the fact that there's a sequel in the works as of October 2024 is baffling given how this bombed. This only made 202 million against its 100 million budget. That's sad. That's really sad for a Ghostbusters film. That's a cheap budget. They didn't even make enough back. Fuck, dude. One of the storylines is about the mini puffs during the post-credit scene. That's stupid. But who knows where the hell they'll go, so I don't know. If they made a flick where the ghosts won or explored Ghost World, that would sell good. I mentioned that before. It's like you can build Ghost World practically. It don't take that much. There's so many easy practical applications for building it. You can do mini sets. You can do fucking light strips. It's not that hard. Oh my god, there's so much to do with this. And they'll never fucking do it because they would rather keep it fucking humans. And they want to keep nostalgia going. Like, no, get off that shit. That's the other issue. Too much human focus. Even, and this goes to Godzilla. This goes to Star Wars. The only universe that gets aliens, human focus right and puts them in the back burner is Star Trek. Easily. Trek knows how to balance that correctly. They were like, oh, we're going to have humans, but wait, we have other aliens too. And we're going to incorporate those aliens more into the cast and into personnel and give them right arcs and shit. And they're good. That's why I like Trek, because they know how to treat characters correctly. It might be a character heavy universe, but fuck, they balance them shits out good, don't they? I mean, you look at Star Wars, they have a shit ton of aliens, but who's the main protagonist? A fucking human. Oh, Caucasian at that. Like, dude, balance. And they were. And Star Wars was even mentioned in the Encyclopedia of Racism. Yeah. Oh yeah, I covered that I covered that book and that section because I thought that was hilarious as shit. But it's the diversity deal for me. Like, you gotta be more diverse. If you are building a franchise that has humans, other species, and other species, you have to have a balance. Always. You can move on from the human aspect of this. It's not hard to do. It's so easy. God. And even Phoebe not being on the team doesn't make sense. She's the breakout star from Afterlife and gets sidelined until the very end of Frozen Empire. That's fucked up. That's so fucked. And here's the big question. Who were the ghosts that Gary, Kelly, and Trevor captured when they left each time? Who were they? Unknown. All the time she gets left behind and they go out hunting ghosts. Who did they hunt? Who did the capture? Nobody. No one knows. It makes that plot point dumb as fuck. That was another thing that people complained about, was how Phoebe not being a part of the team was so dumb. It made no sense. I still like it. I don't want to own it. I'd rather own Ghostbusters 2 than this. Yeah. And I don't even like Ghostbusters 2 that much. It's fine, but no. God. But yeah, that's Ghostbusters Frozen Empire for me. I'm done watching this thing again. Fuck. It's just like this is my second time watching it. And yeah, everything flows good. It's just these are its issues. And it's sad. Like, you want to like this simply because it has Ghostbusters in it. And it goes back to what Lady Gaga said at her concert when she was singing Poker Face and then fuck her face. And she's like, because she heard groans in the crowd, she's like, you brought your kids, you saw Lady Gaga, and that's why you bought tickets. Some people get into this shit and don't realize that it's not the same anymore. The characters are older. The nostalgia is there, but it's not the same magic. It's not. They're older now. It doesn't work as well as it should. I mean, you can't expect them to be fucking physical when they're older because age. And then if something happens to them or they die, the project gets it gets set on the bench until they're healed or they replace or write them off. It sucks. What else was there? It's just, I think it's a lack of creativity in this too. It just really is. It's a lack of creativity for this story. And even I was on Facebook and then I saw a post for Star Wars. They have Tales of the Underworld coming out, and the first couple comments have been, "Oh, look, Jedi on the front cover. Wow. Like, do something original." I mean, people aren't stupid anymore. They realize that the stories are creatively bankrupt. It happens. It's like, it's possible, I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's possible for Star Wars to do something original without Jedi versus Sith or OT reliance. Plenty. So easy to do. It's not that hard. But they won't do it. And Ghostbusters is the same way. It's any popular franchise. I mean, imagine if, and this is what makes people want to leave a franchise too. If Warhammer stuck with nothing but Ultramarines for its whole tenure, people would quit reading it. The employees would fucking leave. If Star Trek stuck with Kirk forever, people would get tired of it. Because there's not enough diversity in that. There's not enough story to tell. You can only do so much. If Babylon 5 stuck with Sinclair and not Sheridan, it would suck. if Farscape didn't evolve its characters and just stayed with whatever, it wouldn't work. No, it's I can go on and on about this shit. The last one. If Blizzard Entertainment stuck with Diablo forever and didn't do any other franchise, it would suck. Easy stuff. Fuck. So, if you like Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, that's fine. You can like this. I don't take that away from anybody. That's the one thing about my reviews. Like, if you enjoyed this, cool. You can enjoy it. That's fine. I don't hold that against you. I don't, force it to where you can't like this. I don't like it. You can't like it. Fuck that. I'm not those movie reviewers. Keep that in mind. I'm different. Um, but if you feel the same way I do about this, you wished it had been different. Okay, we can share that opinion. And that's another thing. I don't, say opinions and shit. I say thoughts. Because these are my thoughts, not my opinions. Because I don't want to come off like a cynical asshole. Hmm. So, if you like supernatural films, you'll enjoy this. Yeah. Or you might not. I don't know. But if you want to try it out, go for it. If not, that's fine. So, yeah. And it was cool learning that the lions at the New York Public Library name Fortitude and Patience. I never knew that. I never knew that. Nope. And I've rented from the New York Public Library through OCLC. Shit. That's so cool. But anyway, I'll be back in a little while with some books to run off. I'm going to upload these first. Stay tuned.